You guys ready? All right, first off, congratulations to Clemson. Made the plays down the stretch to win the game. Really proud of the heart that our guys showed, the way that they continue to battle. They're late, just too many mistakes. It's a good defense we're going against. We really struggled there to consistently establish drives. We had some opportunities, but the negative plays, some of the penalties, being behind the chains, was too much for us to overcome. And then they're down the stretch. Just like I said, some self-inflicted. We got to give some credit to them for what they did, but we got to continue to grow. We got to continue to learn. But our guys, they showed tremendous heart, tremendous fight. I am proud of this football team, but we got to play cleaner there at the end. And at the end of the day, it's just it's really disappointing. Questions?
I guess right now, what's just the most frustrating feeling about this game? You're proud of the team, but is it frustration that's kind of taken over right now for you immediately after a game like this?
Yes, it's frustration when you lose a game, and the work that's gone in. The guys that we got a really good group of young men in there that have responded consistently. They work really hard, and we're building a foundation that is going to be sustained because of the guys and the willingness they have to continue to compete. Tonight showed up some mistakes that we've been staying away from. And it's frustrating when anytime that you come up short, and it's so close. But we talked about it throughout the year. The margins between success and failure are so small, and that's where we have to continue to grow. And I am proud of the Trent team, but yes, I'm frustrated that we lost.
How tough is it on that last their drives that reclaimed the lead? There's two look like kind of borderline penalties. The red one for 15 yards to set their score.
Yeah, well, I don't. I express my opinion at the moment, but if you have penalties, defensive penalties, 15-yard defensive penalties on drives, you usually put yourself in a challenging situation to stop people, and that's something that we've got to make sure that we continue to work that so that those things don't show up.
Does Kevin play the ball the way he's supposed to and talk to technically on that play?
Those are all calls that that they're judgment calls, and I thought Kevin fought for a good position, trying to play the hands at the moment, but it's a call that was made.
The effort of the defense, especially in the second half, to create turnovers, put you guys in position.
I thought, those guys, they battled, and we knew. You're playing one of the best defenses in the country. Really challenging here. On the road. There were some there were guys that were just battling to be even out there on the field. But our defense. I thought they stepped up. It's to be able to get the touchdown, you force a fumble, create the takeaways. I was really pleased with how they responded there in the second half, and it's unfortunate. They had some challenging situations. We tried to be aggressive in some situations. They just continued to rise to the call, but then there at the end, it was too much, and we gave up a play there at the end.
How are the guys handling this processing it so far?
They're disappointed, obviously. It's just, I am grateful for the hearts that we have in that room. From the minute the game was over with, you got guys that have been here for a very short period of time. Man, they come up, tell me that they love me and are grateful for the work and the things that we're doing. We're going to respond. We know the stretch. We know the what's in front of us. Today was our opportunity, and we came up short. But these guys, as they've done throughout the course of this year, they're going to respond the right way. But it's so much investment, so much that we ask our guys to do. It's not just what you see on the football field; it's off the field. It's everything. We challenge them daily, to put ourselves in the best position to be successful. And I think that's why you've seen us respond the way we've had to the middle part of the season. But in this moment, we have to continue to be better, and we will be.
They obviously did a really good job against your running game. How did Jordan play overall?
I thought Jordan did some really good things. He was under duress at times tonight, and they did some things that were challenging. And we're never able to get the run game established, which is hard for us. And we got to a point where we were forced to kind of trying to. We had some success throwing the ball, trying to keep that efficiency, but then you have a negative play or the pre-snap penalties that showed up that really haven't. Here these last few weeks, that puts you in challenging situations, and without being able to consistently run the ball, it was just it was difficult, and that's one of those things that we have to continue to grow and get better at.
How good was it to see the defense force some field goals? Clemson ended up missing some of those field goals.
Yeah, I thought our defense battled. Backs against the wall. All the things that showed up throughout the game. Those guys. It was impressive, and to be able to force field goals. Sometimes they had short fields, but just continue to fight and battle, and it was unfortunate. Came up a little short there at the end.
Can you talk about Joe Fielder's play?
Yeah, LT's really been coming along, and these last few weeks you see it in practice. He missed some time there earlier in the year, but you see the explosiveness that he has. He's really. I thought he had some really good runs that with the as a ball carrier, but then also obviously his pass receiving ability was incredible. That was one of the most incredible plays I've ever seen. Just for the balance and he's explosive. He's got to be a weapon for this team, and I'm excited about what his future is going to be. Just because the type of young man he is and the work that he puts in, coupled with the skill that he has.
On a couple of those punts, would you like Trayshawn to go try to catch them? I know they're hard and their line drives and not kick right at them.
Yeah, those are. I thought they did a pretty good job of trying to spray it. That's where you get that balance. If you put yourself in jeopardy if you don't feel comfortable of it. We want possession of the ball, but yeah, absolutely. And we're trying to field every ball that's punted. It's one of those things that like the last one. They rolled right and kicked back across. That was a good job by their guys, and we got to go get it. But it's all things that we're working. But in the moment, it was he made the decision that he didn't feel comfortable, and so you got to roll with that.
Did Dylan practice at all this week, and what does it say about him to be able to play this whole game?
Yeah, it was very limited, very, very limited. And the work, the toughness that he showed, and I think some of the things that showed up, it's hard to do what he did. And, it's and all those guys up front they've been battling. And, that's a tough son of a gun. I was really proud of him for going out there and being able to do what he did. But we'll hopefully coming out of this game, hopefully comes out of it well, and we'll continue to work here towards this next week. But he was really limited.
I know you're not into moral victories. Florida State fans certainly aren't. But did you learn anything about your team from this experience that you maybe didn't know about it coming into it?
No, because I believe in this team, and I believe this team is. They're about the right things, and they are trained extremely hard. They're pushed hard, and they are going to respond. They're not going to quit. They're not going to lay down. And I think you saw some challenging moments tonight, and just the way that they battle. You walk in that locker room, and everybody's hurting. There's so much that goes into it for one opportunity, and coming on the road, we felt very confident in what we'd be able to do and accomplish. And we knew it was going to be 60 minutes. There was no question it was going to be a battle. But our guys just they kept working and made plays. They were able to create some great things, but just at the end there was just too many mistakes and a couple missed opportunities that hurt us. But I didn't really learn anything new about them because I know what these guys what they have in their hearts and the way they're willing to work, and so that's going to be a foundation of our program in in everything that we're doing. So.
Anything else? All right. Thank you, Coach.